true.
Well, let's talk about the change. What's happening? Speaking of censorship, we got this story from Timcast. Elon Musk is still committed to Twitter purchase after announcing deal was on hold. Musk said he would defeat the spam bots or die trying, a cause for due diligence to discover the true daily active user numbers in the deal. I'm going to give you the quick version. I think Elon Musk knew there was fraud. I believe Twitter, it's possible, has defrauded its shareholders. We know that they've lied. I'm sorry. We know they've published false user numbers on more than one occasion. They've apologized for it. Let me show you something interesting. If we go to Social Blade and look at little old me, we can see that on April 26th, I gained just about 20,000 followers. The next day, about 40,000. The next day, about 47,000. Gaining all of these followers, strange, right? At the same time, Barack Obama loses 300,000. At the same time, Katy Perry loses 200,000.
Weird.
Why are celebrities and left and progressives losing followers, but people on the libertarian, freedom, whatever, right side are gaining followers? I'll tell you what I think. Here's the dates. The 26th, 27th, 28th. The 29th was a Friday. Monday was the 2nd. And what news broke on the 2nd? Twitter estimates fake accounts comprise less than 5% of users filing. On May 2nd, okay, here's what they say. In a filing on Monday, May 2nd, they say it was 5%. Here's my opinion after looking at all of this information. The week prior, they reinstated as many right-wing accounts as possible to create human users and banned as many bots as possible to reduce the number of bots so they could bring the number of bots per user way, way down. I think Elon Musk knew they were doing that. I think he's forcing them to give him the data now that he's locked in this deal or lose $1 billion. And if they give him the information on all these users, he can come out and be like, they defrauded me. They defrauded you and they defrauded all the shareholders. I think Twitter believes in a healthy conversation and they're trying to socially engineer this country and people who use Twitter around the world by making it seem like pro-America and libertarian values are not prominent and woke leftist ideas are. So they create fake accounts or someone does and they ban accounts that are pro-America. Then the flip happens. We watched it happen. Then they release their report on their bots. Elon's going to get that data because they have to reveal it to him, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm curious what his next step would be after that. Is this just something that he does to expose them, or does he try to come in and alter the price?
Maybe Twitter blows up. Maybe it's gone. I mean, I don't know that this is true, right? What I'm saying is, if you look at the fact that leftists lost followers, libertarian, right, MAGA, whatever you want to call it, gained followers, that's algorithmic. People have tried claiming the left is leaving and the right's joining. No, that's ridiculous. Because if you look at the data, as I pointed out the last time we talked about it, on Monday, the day they announced the deal was happening, no one joined Twitter. They're lying. That's not true. The data does not suggest that. The data suggests Twitter made weird algorithmic changes. And then the next week, Monday, they issued their filing on bot accounts. Clearly, they were manipulating the numbers.
It's a scandal. It's a scandal.
Elon got him.
I agree with you. Actually, I think what you said is mostly true, I would say, if I was NewsGuard. I don't know that he knew there were bots. PolitiFact, thank you. I don't know that he knew that there were bots. I think he he thought that there were. He had a good feeling, a hunch.
I'll tell you my greater theory. One day, Elon Musk is on Twitter. And he's like, I really like this Babylon Bee. I'm going to tweet that to them. And then he does. And then all of a sudden, it goes, boop, new notification. And he looks, and it's himself trying to convince himself to engage in a crypto scam. Because you ever see those?
First thing he thought of was time travel, and he's like, it hasn't been invented yet.
He's like, could I have come back from the future to sell Bitcoin to myself?
Yes, but unlikely.
Let me check. And then he does some math, and he's like, this is a bot. And then he probably complained, and they did nothing. So there's a really famous botting scam where Elon Musk bots will tweet at people to get them to give crypto and scam them.
I've seen that.
Elon probably was like, this is me. Stop. And he says, okay, I'm going to get rid of this stuff. So I think he knows something was going on. I also think Elon probably saw the manipulation with sock puppet accounts. A sock puppet account is when one person runs multiple accounts. I'm willing to bet the left runs tons of sock puppet accounts where one activist will have 20 accounts and they'll spam you to make it seem like everyone is dogpiling you and hates you. You'll say something and then you'll get 50 responses where they're like, you're ugly, you're gross, you're stupid, you're lame, to try and trick you and force you to changing your opinion. Then Twitter bans people on the right so no one can come to your aid. I think that's what's happening. That's my opinion on what's happening.
So you're saying that I'm not ugly, stupid, and lame? Like,
right.
it's a joke.
I know.
Turns
That's what
out,
it
no.
says, but no, you're not.
I'm the exception.
Yeah.
It's a form of grooming. What they do is when 30 people tell you, hey man, concern trolling. Like, I'm a big fan, but I think you're not right on this one. You should change your opinion. And then the only thing you see is people saying you're wrong about it. Weaker-minded people might be like, okay, I better change my position on this.
They call it algorithmic.
Ah.
I don't know if I said that right. I tried.
Yeah, it's
I got to
good.
write it down first.